to Gosa TV. My name is Antonia Krapa Asari. Today I have some few friends I want to interact with. Stephen, Isaac and Eric. On the topic, are our mother-in-laws problems in our marriages? Stay tuned.
Subscribe and like Gosa TV.
Welcome back from the commercial break. Yes, Eric, our topic today is are our mother-in-laws problems in our marriages? What's your take on that? Do you see mothers-in-laws as problem in marriages?
Yes, some. Some are really problems in marriages. Some are really problems. I've seen many where the mothers-in-law are creating problems in the marriages. So some, I would say, are problems in marriage.
Okay, that's your opinion. Yes, let's hear from...
like Eric said earlier on, I also want to go with this thinking, because study has shown that not only do certain marriages fall because of mother-in-laws, but families or family lines have been destabilized because of behaviors of certain in-law, mother-in-laws in marriages. There are several cases that I've also witnessed myself. Some I will not be able to talk about now because of reasons best known to me. But yes, mother-in-laws are kind of like causes certain problems in marriages, which eventually damage the marriage.
Thank you.
Yeah, Stephen, for me, I'm thinking it depends, honestly. It's fine. It's a well-known fact that mother-in-laws can bring problems in marriages and whatnot, but I think it depends, honestly, because typically in my marriage, my wife lives with my mother, and she's been a problem solver. Yeah, honestly, she's been a problem solver. She's always there for both of us. She supports us. My wife's mom is there. She supports us. If you have any issues that is bothering us, we live with them, and they are being very helpful to us. So I think it depends to some extent. So it depends on how we live with them, how we respect them, how we are brought up. Yeah, that is my opinion. Because there are some people, they are bossy, they want to control their parents, their mothers-in-laws, which to me doesn't. How old are you? When did you come up and you want to control? No, it doesn't work that way. So it depends. That's my opinion. It's not all. It's not the case that yes, they destroy marriage, but I think it depends. Yeah.
Eric, why do you think some of the in-laws are problems in our marriages? If your mother-in-law should visit you and she's there, she doesn't talk, would that be the best?
I think most of these problems are women problems. Women problems such that normally it is not the man's mother-in-law. The woman's mother-in-law, that's the wife's mother-in-law, are mostly welcomed in the home, in the matrimonial home.
So you mean the
husband's men? Yes, the husband's mother, when they come, usually have the problem between their mother and their wives. So it's not a mother-in-law that has a problem, but it is, I think, the clash of two women that becomes the problem. So the mother-in-law being a problem, I don't know why it happens that mostly the problem doesn't happen between the husband and the wife's wife.
Okay.
But mostly it happens between the man's mother and the wife. So I think it is woman's problem, no mother-in-law's problem. That's how I would put it, yes.
Oh, okay.
More like diarrhea or something.
Oh, okay.
Like they say,
What's your
like they say, women are their own enemies.
Okay.
And so that is what that is what happens in the home also.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. You see, for me, the human nature is such that everybody else wants to control.
Okay.
And the fact that somebody wants to control, if my mother comes to the house, for instance, and my wife sees my wife and my mother as controlling the house, she will not like it.
Yeah.
If my mother sees my wife as controlling the house, of course she also don't like it. You understand? So one thing I want to talk about is about acceptance issue and cultural issue, and of course overpowering. As in, you see, when you meet your wife or a woman you want to marry, first of all, it's your mother, or how does your mother accept the person? Because mothers want to kind of like, they still see their boys always as boys,
Yeah.
not as men.
No.
So yes,
whether married
or not, they still want to see them as
still the same.
yes,
Of course.
exactly. They still see them as their boys, and of course their boys, they want the best for their boys. You understand? Because but then here comes another woman. They realize that she want to take that. What would have normally belonged to me from me. You understand? Yes. So then that's where the problem also comes.
Including the banana.
Then we have that is not part of it. The cultural issues, like we all know.
Yeah.
You see, when every man tries to marry Fanti woman, Ashanti woman, or whatever, you see, there are always issues. They say, oh, this guy is from Everland. We are not going to accept him. You understand? Those are cultural values. You understand? So, as tribe factors. So, I think these are the very issues that overcrowd the marriage. You understand? If you take these issues out, as in the cultural issue, maybe you're all from the same area, you all speak the same dialect, then it comes to acceptance. It comes to who then owns the house.
It boils down to character. Character and how we are, like, character is how we are brought up. So I think that's the major issue. When I say major issue, I mean in terms of currently, I think most of our girls are slaying too much. Most of them are slaying too much, and they send that into their marital homes. Easy, and that's a major factor, because no mom or no mother would like to see his son get married to a typical slave queen. Typical slave queen, everybody knows she is a slave queen. So when that comes up, they end up clashing. That will bring a bonfire, fire in the house, and won't help anybody. So I think it all boils down to character and how the women are brought up. Notwithstanding that mother-in-laws are very troublesome. They can be on your nerves 24/7, especially when you get married to a rich son, thinking she's coming to take properties. So constantly she's going to be on your nerves. She's going to control you. Sit here, do this, just to see if the woman is not in for the property but in for the man, for the kids, the children that she's in to bring up the home. So to me, I think it boils down to character, and yeah, that is it. Just character is the major factor.
So in this case, is it really the mother-in-laws that are problems or our wives?
It is a two-women clashing, because, like they say, women are their own enemies. Even in the office, two women meet there, there's a clash. And that is exactly what happens also in the homes. So, like I said, it is no the mother-in-law that becomes the problem. It is both the wife and the mother-in-law who are the problem. So it is that clash that women, when they meet everywhere, happens. That happens also in the home.
But one thing I also want to put across is, you see, normally you may be thinking that your wife's position is her own.
Okay.
You understand? But then, before you know it, it is that of your in-law. Because women are territorial. They like to cover, they want to protect their interests. You understand? So once she's married to you, because her mother will say, oh, these are the things you have to do in order to protect your marriage. You understand? If you do something else differently from what I'm telling you, you're going to lose your man or you lose your home. You understand? So when your mother-in-law comes in, make it difficult for her to stay in. Good. You understand? So it is still
both in-laws.
No, I'm taking it from this point. And when he drifted to, he was talking about the
Clash of the Titles.
The clash of the titles, the mother's, the man's mother and the wife. So I'm only adding to what he said earlier on. So most of the times, it is not the wife per se. You understand? It is the wife's mother trying to put her long arms into the marriage. But of course, she is not going to come as the in-law. She will try to work through the daughter. You understand what I mean? So, that's also. And also, it's also about security. You understand? Now, everybody could fall ill at any time. The man's mother will be thinking, of course, of the well-being of the son.
Yes.
Likewise, the other side also be thinking. So, my wife, my son is working so and so much, but yet still he's not being he's not having enough time to relax. And I see only the wife relaxing or enjoying, forgetting that she's also doing a lot more in the house. You understand? So it's also boiled down onto understanding of what actually the marriage is supposed to be, or what we are all supposed to do in the marriage.
Okay.
You understand?
Because I know of a man who always complains about his mother-in-law, that the woman drinks too much.
Okay.
She does this, very authoritative. Whenever she wants to do something, she doesn't ask. She does things on her own as if the home belongs to her. So I think it's not on only the women's side, but also from the other side as well. Is there anything someone wants to add out?
Okay, for me, I'm thinking honestly, easy in the Bible, it was advised that, is it Jacob? Or was it Jacob in the Bible? You should go and then settle. You should go from his parents' house and go to settle. So why would you want to bring parents in your marriage? Why would you want to do that? It's not advisable. But if you think, okay, fine, my wife's mom is perfect, I can have her in my home and I'll still enjoy I still have my peace or enjoy my marital life. Why not? If the two of you should agree and say, okay, fine, I think my husband's mom is superb, so she should come in. I think so. But in a nutshell, to go and make your life, have your kids, that should just be it.
There will always be a time when mother-in-laws will always come into the marriage.
No, you see, it depends on the couples actually. If you keep inviting them, like as you said, the mothers, your wife's mother want to remove her daughter, want to control them through her daughter, you should just cut that hand short. Tell your mom, mama, just let me enjoy my marriage. I don't want to control my affairs.
And do you think an African woman...
You mean the girl?
Exactly.
Tell the mother.
Yeah, which is very possible, but this can ruin your marriage.
No, she wouldn't know this. Because all that she knows to be true is what the mom tells her.
Yes.
And she knows or she believes about the extent that my mom can never go wrong.
Most girls now are
Of age.
They are educated. They know what time it is. So they wouldn't want their moms. Most girls, honestly, if your marriage was okay, I know some parents have divorced moms, and yes, they don't control their daughters in the marriage. What sense does it? What sense we should give to you? You are a divorcee. I want to control my marriage. Easy. It doesn't make sense. So to me, I think if you're a woman, if you're a wise wife, you shouldn't allow your mom to be controlling your marriage. If she does, she'll just break your marriage for you, which to me is not the best. So as a wife, you have to, as a husband, you have to just settle. If you have any issue, you have counselors, seek the counselor's advice and then move on. But don't involve your parents so much in your marriage. That's all I have to say.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But you know, Eric said something interesting earlier. He said that the wife's mother always welcome, but not the man's
the man's mother.
So why should that be the case? You get what I mean? Why should it be that
It's
the man,
always one way.
I mean, when you weigh it averagely, you realize that it's always
one way.
Yes. Why should
why?
it?
That's why.
You understand?
So don't you rather think the problem is rather with the women and not the in-laws?
Yes, because the women, the wives,
Yes.
are not, so to say, they are not people of their own.
Okay.
They've realized, or what they want to believe is, because my mother has been through this before, the best thing would be for me to learn from my mother. She can never
Even a divorcee mom.
But a divorcee, you see, experience in such a way that you want to believe your mother.
Yes.
You want to believe, like, you want to say something like, okay, she has been through it before.
Experience.
You understand?
Yes.
She has been through it before.
Yes.
So her failures, she wouldn't allow me to go through those, to copy those failures. Her failures will be lessons for me to perfect them. You understand? So whether she is a divorcee or still in marriage, she will advise me good or well. You understand? So they tend to ignorantly believe what their mother says. You understand? You get what I mean?
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Thank you all for coming. My name is Antonia Krapa Asare. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to Gosa GH TV on Megagle.